Determination of surface tension by drop weight method using stalagmometer. Stalagmometer. Dear students, in the previous class we understood the phenomena of surface tension and some of the factor which is affects on surface tension. So now I am going to discuss the experimental part of determination of surface tension using a device or instrument called stalagmometer. So before going to know the experiment, you know the stalagmometer and principle of this experiment. The principle of this experiment is, you just look at it before that. So this is called as stalagmometer. Okay, this stalagmometer, it is a simple glassware. So in which, so from here we are going to pass the liquid, and so here there is a capillary tube, and so liquid droplets are comes outside. So this is a, if you, so this is a micro capillary tube which is present inside this stalagmometer, and from which the water drops are coming. The important principle of this experiment is, before going to know that, while discussing the factor affecting on surface tension, you understood that the surface tension is depends on the interparticle attraction. If the interparticle attraction is more, the surface tension is more. So now let us imagine two liquid 1 and liquid 2. Take 10 ml of each liquid, or equal volume of two liquids, that is 10 ml. And if you pass the two liquid through stalagmometer, you cannot get same number of drops. Why? Because for example, liquid 1 is, the surface tension of liquid 1 is greater than the surface tension of liquid 2. Due to more surface tension, it form large liquid drops, and due to low surface tension, it form small liquid drops. Okay, so if surface tension varies, the size of liquid drops varies. So this is the principle. If the size varies, obviously the mass varies. So we can say like this: if the surface tension varies, the weight of the liquid drops varies. You understood? If surface tension is more, it form large size drops. If say large size means its mass must be higher and mass also more. So we can conclude that, so okay, among two liquid, the one which is having high surface tension, the mass of its drop also greater compared to the another liquid drop, so which is having less surface tension. That is the main basic principle of this experiment. That is, the weight of the drop of liquid which is falling from the capillary of this stalagmometer, it is directly proportional to surface tension of the liquid. Are you understood? If you measure the weight of the drop, so you can easily measure surface tension of that liquid. For that we are going to use a device, it is called as stalagmometer. So from this we are continuously passing liquids, and we are going to count the number of drops. That is, we are going to take equal volume of two liquids, liquid 1 and liquid 2, and we are continuously passing the liquid through stalagmometer, and so we are going to count the number of drops, and we are going, so first we are going to count the number of drops, then we are going to determine its mass of each drops. If you know the mass, if you know the counts, so you can easily calculate this surface tension as follows. So here M1, so M1 and M2 are the masses of, so 10 drops of liquids. So we are going to take 10 drops. So we are going to take the masses, and nu1 and nu2 are the surface tension of liquid 1 and 2. This, and the surface tension is given by nu1 divided by nu2 is equal to W1 divided by W2. So this equation means nu1 is proportional to its weight, nu2 is proportional to weight, as we discussed in the principle. The principle said that the weight of a liquid drop, it is proportional to its surface tension. So this equation also signify the same thing, pronounce the same thing, that is nu1 divided by nu2 is equal to w1 divided by w2. That is the ratio of surface tension of 1 and 2 must be is equal to ratio of weight of liquid 1 and liquid 2. This is a formula we are going to use to calculate the surface tension. So here, just like the viscosity determination which we have done in Oswald experiment, here also we are going to take two liquid. We are going to use one reference liquid. So by knowing the surface tension of one liquid, so here we are going to calculate the unknown liquid, unknown sample, just as viscosity. So this is the numerical, this is the formula we are going to use calculate. Now, so W is equal to V into rho 1. So here W is the weight of the liquid and V is the volume of the liquid and rho 1 is the density of the liquid 1. As I said, here we are going to take two liquids, liquid 1 and liquid 2. Here rho 1 and rho 2 are the density of liquid 1 and 2 respectively, and volume of both the liquid are same, that's why I took V, but weight is different. So this is the weight of liquid. For example, we are going to take 10 ml. This is the weight of 10 ml of liquid, but we want weight of one drop. The weight of one drop is given by, so W1, that means it's the weight of liquid drop of liquid 1 is equal to volume into its density divided by N1. Here N1 is the number of drops, dear students, and W2 is equal to V into density of liquid 2 divided by number of drops. Here N1 and N2 are the number of drops of two liquid and rho 1 and rho 2 are density. Because, dear student, we have derived this relation by using this formula. We know that density is equal to mass by volume. This is a well-known formula. But what about mass? Mass is equal to volume into density. Okay, volume into density. So this is the mass of, for example, 10 ml of volume. For example, the 10 ml produce around 20 drops. 20 drops. What is the mass of 1 drops? The mass of 1 drop is nothing but the mass of 10 ml of water. So VP, V into rho is the mass of 10 ml of water. See, V into rho 1, this is the mass of 10 ml of water. If you divide this by number of drops, for example, number of drops is 20, you will get mass of 1 drop. Once again, dear student, don't get confused. In this experiment, we are going to determine mass of 1 drop of water. So if you know the mass of 10 ml of liquid, you can easily calculate mass of 1 drops. The number of drops of that volume can be calculated with the help of stalagmometer. By using stalagmometer, you can calculate the number of drops produced by that liquid. So you know that if surface tension is different, the number of drops produced by both the liquids are different. So that's why it is called as N1 and N2 are the number of drops of liquid 1 and liquid 2. And we have taken two different liquids, that's why the density is different. Rho 1 and rho 2 are the density of liquid 1 and liquid 2, and we have taken equal volume, that's why V is same. So the weight of liquid drops W1 is given by V into rho 1 divided by N1. W2 is equal to V into rho 2 divided by N2. Here V, volume, so volume is known because we only measured certain amount of liquid to the experiment, that's why, so volume is known. And rho 1, that is the density. The density of a given liquid can be calculated by using specific gravity bottle. You just look at here, dear student, this is a specific gravity bottle. The density can be easily calculated with help of this bottle. That means if you want density, you know the formula, density is equal to mass divided by volume. So you are going to take the liquid and you are going to fill the liquid up to here. So this is a graduated bottle. So it fills 25 ml. So its volume becomes, so now with the help of specific gravity bottle, this is a graduated vessel. So it's a standard vessel. That's why its volume is. So we measure the volume with the help of this gravity bottle. We measure the volume, and by using weighing balance we can measure its mass. So if you divide the mass divided by its volume, you will get density. So now we are calculated the density of the liquid by using specific gravity bottle. So it's very simple. So measure the volume of the liquid by using specific gravity bottle and measure the same weight of the same volume. So you will get weight using digital weighing balance. So you will get mass and volume. So the ratio of MYV will give density. So now you know how to identify density. Then N1 can be calculated. This number of drops can be calculated with the help of stalagmometer, which I showed in the previous slide. So now volume is known and density we are calculated with the help of gravity bottle, and we are calculated the number of drops by using stalagmometer. Then if you substitute all this value, so you can easily calculate this W1 and W2. Then so we know that rho 1 divided by rho 2 is equal to W1 divided by W2. Then if you substitute the value in this equation, you will get V rho 1 divided by N1 whole divided by V rho 2 divided by N2. And here volume get cancelled, and if you simplify this equation, you are going to get a new equation, that is, so rho 1 divided by rho 2 is equal to N2 into rho 1 divided by N1 into rho 2. Then rho 1 is equal to N2, that is number of drops of liquid 2 and density of liquid 1 and surface tension of liquid 2 nu 2. So this is rho, this is nu, and N1 into P2. So this is the, so here there are two surface tension 1, nu 1 and nu 2. So as I told in the beginning, in this experiment we are going to identify the surface tension of unknown liquid by using known liquid. For example, reference liquid. In this experiment we are going to use water as a reference liquid. Okay, so this, dear student, once again this experiment is very simple. We are going to take two liquids, liquid 1 and liquid 2. For example, liquid 2 is usually water. Liquid 2 is usually water, and we are going to take one unknown liquid, and we are going to, so our aim is to identify its surface tension nu 1. So for that we are going to identify the number of drops of both the liquids by using stalagmometer. The value of N1 and N2 can be identified with the help of stalagmometer, and the value of density rho 1 and rho 2. The density of water is known. So even though it is known, we are going to determine with the help of this specific gravity bottle. So these are the specific gravity bottle. So density of the liquid is calculated, and the nu 2 is nothing but the surface tension of a given reference liquid. That is, the surface tension of water is already given, it is known for us. Then so we know the value of N1, N2, we know the value of density of both the liquids, and surface tension of liquid is already given, it's a standard value, it's already given. Then if you substitute all the value in this equation, so you get surface tension of a liquid. Dear students, in this experiment we are going to use two instruments. One is specific gravity bottle and stalagmometer. Stalagmometer, it is used to identify the number of drops produced in each liquid, and specific gravity bottle, it is used to measure the accurate volume of a liquid. If you know the volume and its mass, you can easily calculate density. So this is how we are going to calculate the surface tension of a liquid by using stalagmometer.